Hello students, I am Deshmani SB from Pimpalgaon High School, Pimpalgaon Baswant. Standard 7, Subject English. Students, the first part of the story, we learned that the two girls went to the border where they showed their new garments to each other and began to play. They wanted to splash in the water. Now, let us learn what happened next. 1.3 Little Girls Wiser Than Old People, Part 2 by Leo Tolstoy. Now, I am going to read this part of the story. Pay attention to it. The girls took off their shoes, raised their skirts, and walked through the puddle toward each other. Malasha stepped in up to her ankles and said, "It is deep. Akulka, I am afraid." "Never mind," she replied. "It will not be any deeper. Come straight toward me." They came closer to each other. Akulka said, "Malasha, look out and do not splash it up, but walk softly." She had barely said that when Malasha plumped her foot into the water and bespattered Akulka's new dress. And not only her dress, but her nose and eyes. When Akulka saw the spots on her dress, she grew angry at Malasha and scolded her and ran after her and wanted to strike her. Malasha was frightened and, seeing what trouble she had caused, jumped out of the puddle and ran home. Akulka's mother passed by. She saw her daughter's dress bespattered and soiled. "Where, accursed one, did you get yourself so dirty?" "Malasha has purposely splashed it on me." Akulka's mother grasped Malasha and gave her a knock on the nape of her neck. Malasha began to howl, and her mother ran out of the house. "Why do you strike my daughter?" she began to scold her neighbor. Now let us learn what happened in this part of the story. The girls took off their shoes and walked through the puddle toward each other. Malasha stepped in up to her ankles, but she said, "It is deep. Akulka, I am afraid." The girl, who was older than the other, wearing a yellow frock, was no other than Akulka, and younger one was Malasha. Malasha was afraid, that is, in fear. Sometimes we also afraid. Yes, by seeing a snake, horror movies, tiger, etc. Here, Malasha was afraid because she thought that the water was deep. But Akulka said to her, "Never mind, it will not be any deeper." So they came closer to each other. Akulka said, not only said but warned her, "Malasha, look out and do not splash it up, but walk softly. Malasha, लक्षात ठेव, चिखल उडवू नकोस, जपून चाल." She had barely, means merely said that when Malasha plumped her foot into the water and bespattered. Plump means to drop all once suddenly and heavily. धपकन पाय टाकणे. आणि असा अचानक धपकन पाण्यात पाय टाकल्याने काय झाले? Akulka's new dress was bespattered. Bespattered means spotted. Soiled by spattering or sprinkling. Not only her dress, but also her nose and eyes. And when Akulka saw the spots on her dress, she grew angry at Malasha and scolded her and wanted to strike her. To strike means to give as a blow. तिला चांगला धपाटा किंवा तडाखा मारायचा होता. Now Malasha was frightened and seeing what trouble she had caused, jumped out of the puddle and ran home. At the same time, Akulka's mother passed by. Passed by, जवळून जाणे. She saw that her daughter's dress was bespattered and soiled. That is, she saw that her new dress was dirty, spotted with soil. She got angered and scolded her daughter. Where, accursed one? Accursed one means bad child. It is a word used in informal speech to show anger. जसं आपण मराठीत म्हणतो, अगं ए नतद्रष्ट. Where, accursed one, did you get yourself so dirty? स्वतःला एवढे कुठे घाण करून घेतलेस? Now, Akulka might afraid of her mother. To escape from the situation, she said, Malasha has purposely splashed it on me. मलाशाने मुद्दाम माझ्या अंगावर पाण्याचे शिंतोडे उडवले. Purposely means intentionally. मुद्दाम. Then Akulka's mother grasped Malasha. Grasp means to grip, particularly with the hand, and gave her a knock on the nape of her neck. Knock म्हणजे फटका मारणे. Nape of the neck means the back of the neck, mangut. Now Malasha began to howl. Howl means a prolonged cry. बोकाड पसरणे, मोठमोठ्याने रडणे. And hearing Malasha's crying, that is howling, Malasha's mother ran out of the house. She asked Akulka's mother, Why do you strike my daughter? She began to scold her neighbor, that is, Akulka's mother. One word brought back another, and the women began to quarrel. शब्दाने शब्द वाढत गेला आणि त्या बायका आता एकमेकींशी भांडू लागल्या. Now let us learn which are the new words and phrases from this part of the story. Barely means merely, by a small margin. केवळ, फक्त किंवा मात्र. To plump, to drop all at once suddenly and heavily. धपकन टाकणे. To bespatter, to soil by spattering or sprinkling. घाणीच्या पाण्याचे शिंतोडे उडवणे. To strike, to give as a blow. तडाखा लगावणे. Accursed one means bad child. A word used in informal speech to show anger. शापित, नतद्रष्ट. Purposely, intentionally, on purpose, मुद्दाम. To grasp means to grip, particularly with the hand, घट्ट पकडणे. Nape of the neck, the back of the neck, म्हणजे मानगूट. To howl means a prolonged cry, मोठमोठ्याने रडणे, बोकाड पसरणे. Now write down these words into your spelling notebook and practice it. Thank you.